Hello student, this is the second video of the topic power amplifier. In previous video I have discussed about basic concepts of power amplifier and in this video I will continue the power amplifier. So let's start. So this is the class A amplifier. Here the input and output are in same shape and the phase difference between input and output are pi degree. And in class A amplifier the collector current is non-zero at 100% of its time, so it is inefficient because even with zero input signal ICQ means collector current is non-zero and transistor dissipates power in the rest or quotient condition. So there are two types of class A amplifier. One is series FED or direct coupled, or second is transformer coupled. So let us see the analysis of series FED or direct coupled class A power amplifier analysis. So this is the common emitter or voltage divider configuration, and which is also known as RC coupled amplifier, and this is the circuit diagram of RC coupled amplifier or common emitter configuration or voltage divider configuration. So the typical characteristic curve for class A operation is given. In this configuration no inductor or transmitter or transformers are used. So in this configuration no inductor and transformer are used. The diagram A represents the common emitter amplifier. The diagram B represents the DC load line where Q point is at center. So here is the Q point, and diagram C represents the instantaneous power dissipation versus time in the transistor. So diagram C is the instantaneous power dissipation versus time in the transistor. So let us calculate the DC input power. So the total DC power, which is PIDC, that an amplifier draws from the power supply, which is given by PIDC equal to VCC into ICC. Here PIDC equal to VCC into ICC. Next ICC means this is ICC, this is ICC. So ICC equal to ICQ plus I1. So ICQ is very greater than I1, so ICC is equal to ICQ. So PIDC equal to VCC into ICQ. So PIDC equal to VCC into ICQ. That is the equation is valid for most amplifier power analysis. When we rewrite the above equation for ideal amplifier means, so we have PIDC equal to VCC into ICQ, because I1 is very greater than ICQ, so ICC is approximately equal to ICQ. Now let us calculate the output AC power, POAC. What is output AC power, which is POAC, equal to ICRMS into VORMS. So POAC equal to ICRMS into VORMS. Here VORMS equal to VM by root 2 and IORMS equal to IM by root 2. Here VORMS equal to VM by root 2 and IORMS equal to IM by root 2. So POAC equal to Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 equal to Vm into Im by 2. So this is the value of output power AC. Here Vm equal to Vpp by 2 means V maximum equal to V peak to peak by 2 and Im equal to Im maximum means maximum current equal to I peak to peak IPP by 2. So POAC equal to VPP by 2 into IPP by 2 divided by 2. So POAC equal to VPP into IPP by 8. Here VPP equal to Vmax minus Vmin by 2 and IPP equal to Imax minus Imin by 2. So POAC output AC power equal to Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin divided by 8. So this is the value of output AC power. So we know the efficiency, percentage efficiency equal to output AC divided by input DC multiplied by 100. So this is the formula. So POAC we know, which is Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin by 8, and we know the Vmax equal to VCC and Vmin equal to 0. Similarly, Imax equal to 2ICQ and Imin equal to 0. So percentage efficiency equal to Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin divided by 8, and PIDC means input DC power equal to VCC into ICQ. We have already derived this. So percentage efficiency equal to this Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin divided by 2 VCC into ICQ, and putting the value of Vmax into Vmin, Imax into Imin, we have found this equation. So percentage efficiency equal to twice VCC into ICQ divided by 8 VCC into ICQ multiplied by 100. So percentage efficiency, percentage eta equal to 25%. So student, here efficiency of class A amplifier is 25%. This is derived, and I hope you have understand this. There are some advantages of class A amplifier. One is circuit is simple to design. Second is less number of components. So there are some disadvantages of class A amplifier. One is load resistor is directly connected to collector, and this causes considerable wastage of power. Second is power dissipation is more, and third is efficiency is very poor due to large power dissipation. So student, let us see the class B power amplifier. So it consists of push pull and complementary pair electronic devices. In this amplifier, one conducts for one cycle of the input signal and other conducts for another half of the input signal. Next, when the input is 0, both devices are off. The bias current are 0 and the output is also 0. Next, the ideal voltage gain of class B amplifier is unity. So this is the block diagram of class B amplifier. So let us see this diagram. When the input is greater than 0, then A is turn on and supplies the current to the load. Second, when input is less than 0, then B is turn on and sink current from the load. This. So let us see class B transformer coupled push-pull amplifier. This is load transformer. This is Q1, Q2. This is 2 transistor and this is output transformer. So first we calculate DC input power. So DC biasing point is 1 on the x-axis, so that VC equivalent equal to VCC and IC equivalent becomes 0. Hence Q point is equal to VCC comma 0 and this is Q point. So each transformer output is the half rectified waveform. Then peak value of the output current is the average DC current. So I1 DC equal to Im by pi and I2 DC equal to Im by pi. So total current IDC equal to Im by pi plus Im by pi equal to 2 Im by pi. So PDC equal to VCC into IDC equal to 2 by pi into VCC into Im. So let us calculate the AC output power. So output power AC POAC equal to V1 RMS into I1 RMS, or POAC is also equal to I2 RMS into V2 RMS. So at primary side AC power is generated. So POAC equal to Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into is equal to Vm into Im by 2 equal to Im square RL by 2 equal to Vm square by 2 RL. This is the output AC power. So let us see the efficiency. So percentage efficiency equal to PAC by PDC into 100. This is the percentage efficiency is equal to PAC by PDC into 100. So output AC POAC equal to Vm into Im by 2 and input DC equal to 2 by pi into VCC into Im. So percentage efficiency equal to pi by 4 into Vm by Vc into 100. So percentage Vm equal to VCC, we know that. So percentage efficiency equal to pi by 4 into VCC by VCC into 100. So percentage efficiency equal to 78.5%. Efficiency of class B amplifier is 78.5%. Next, power dissipation of class B amplifier is equal to PD equal to PDC minus PAC equal to 2 by pi into VCC into Im minus Vm into Im by 2. So in case of class A amplifier, power dissipation is maximum when no input signal is applied, but in case of class B amplifier, when input is 0, then Vm equal to 0, hence power dissipation is very less as compared to class A amplifier. Let us see the advantages of class B amplifier. Here efficiency is much higher than class A operation. Second, when there is no input signal, then the power dissipation is 0. Third, harmonic gets cancelled. This reduces the harmonic distortion. Next, ripples present in the supply voltage also get eliminated and due to transformer impedance matching is possible. What are the disadvantage of class B amplifier? Frequency response of the circuit is very poor. Second, center tap transformer are necessary. And third is transformer make the circuit bulky and hence it is costly. Hello student, let us see the class AB amplifier. This is the diagram of class AB amplifier. A small quotient bias of each output transistor to eliminate the crossover distortion is present. So this is the circuit diagram of class AB amplifier. So this is the voltage transfer curve of class AB amplifier. So student, this is the circuit diagram of class C power amplifier. This is the circuit diagram of class C power amplifier. Here transistor conducts when input voltage exceeds the VBB, means this, plus VBE means this voltage. So this is the circuit diagram of class C amplifier. So students, this is the load line operation of class C amplifier. Here Q point is negative and this is the input and this is the VCE. This is the collector current and output current of class C amplifier. This graph represents the collector current and this represents the output current. So ICN equal to IL plus ICP. So here it is the collector current and output current. So this is the collector current and this is the load current. So ICN equal to IL plus ICP. So let us see the comparison of the amplifier. So class A, this represents the class A, class B, class C and class AB amplifier. First is operation cycle. So in case of class A amplifier, operation cycle is 360 degree. In case of class B amplifier, operation cycle is 180 degree. In case of class C amplifier, it is less than 180 degree. And in case of class AB amplifier, it is between 180 degree and 360 degree. Next, the position of Q point. So in case of class A amplifier, Q point exists at the center of the load line. In case of class B amplifier, it exists on the x-axis. In case of class C amplifier, it exists below x-axis. And in case of class AB amplifier, it exists between x-axis and center of the load line. This is the third parameter is efficiency. In case of class A amplifier, the efficiency is very poor. It varies from 25% to 50%. In case of class B amplifier, it is better and it is 78.5%. In case of class C amplifier, it is high. And in case of class B amplifier, it is between 78.5% to 50%. Distortion. Fourth parameter is distortion. In case of class A amplifier, there is no distortion. In case of class B amplifier, it is present. In case of class C amplifier, it is highest. And in case of class AB amplifier, it is present. So students, in this video, we have completed the topics amplifier. We have learned about all types of power amplifier which are class A, class B, class C and class AB amplifier, and we have also compared these amplifier in different parameters. So students, this topic is completed, and in the next video I will cover next topic of your syllabus. So take care and thank you.